Welcome, dear students. In today's lecture, we will discuss about the GSM technology. GSM means Global System for Mobile, right? As we know, GSM offers much more than just voice telephony. Contact your local GSM network operator to the specific services that or in that offers. There are three basic types of services: telephony services or teleservices, data services, or third one is the supplementary services. GSM communication is a wireless communication system that uses a digital cellular radio communication to provide voice, data, and multimedia applications communication services. It covers wide area of range of mobility. A GSM system coordinates the communication between mobile telephone units, mobile stations, you can say, base stations, systems means the cell sites, and switching systems, that is MSC or MTSO. The bandwidth of each GSM radio channel is 200 kHz wide, and which are further divided into frames that hold and time slots. GSM was originally named as Groups Spatiate Mobile. The GSM system includes mobile telephones, means the mobile stations, radio towers, base stations system, and interconnecting switching systems, means MTSO or MSC. The GSM system allow up to 8 to 16 voice users to share each channel, and there may be several radio channels per radio transmission site, means a cell site. In every area should be hexagonal cell. GSM services follow ISDN guidelines and are classified as either teleservices or data services. Teleservices includes standards mobile telephony and mobile originated or base originated traffic. Data services includes computer to computer communication and packet switch traffic. This post means this GSM technology includes wireless communication on GSM services and feature including introduction of GSM radio interface. GSM mobile communication modem, as we all know, it is stands of global system for mobile communication, that is GSM. The idea of GSM was developed at Bell Laboratories in 1970. It is widely used mobile communication system in the world. GSM is an open and digital cellular technology used for transmitting mobile voice and data services. Operates at the 850 MHz, 900 MHz, 1800 MHz and 1900 MHz frequency bands. The GSM system was developed as a digital system using a time division multiple access, that is TDMA techniques, for communication purpose. A GSM digitizes and reduces the data, then sends it down through a channel with two different streams of client data, each in its own particular time slot. The digital system has an ability to carry 64 kbps to 120 mbps of data rates. There are various cell sizes in a GSM system, such as macro, micro, pico and umbrella cells. Each cell varies as per the implementation domain. There are different sizes in GSM network, that is micro, pico and umbrella cells. The coverage area of each cell varies according to the implementation environment. The GSM was the world's first cellular system to specify digital modulation and the network level architectures and services. The first conference of related of this European Postal and Telecommunication Administrations, the European group began to develop the GSM standards for the TDMA system, that is the time division multiple access system, in June 1982. The GSM was originally developed to serve the two objects. First one is the European roaming, which offers compatibility throughout the European content. Second one is interactions with the integrated service digital network, that is ISDN, which offers the capability to extend the signal with the single subscriber line system to multi-service system with various services which are currently offered through only diverse communication network. As we have discussed the relation of history, the GSM was first introduced in European market in 1991. The first commercial GSM system called D2 was implemented in Germany in the 1992. Before the GSM system was available, most countries throughout the world use cellular mobile communication systems that were often incompatible with each other. most cellular mobile telephone units could only operate on a single type of cellular system, so most customers could not roam to neighboring countries. The global system for mobile means the GSM communication is one of the most popular mobile communication standards. The GSM communication uses cellular networks. GSM is a 2G. You can see in this graphical representation diagram the 2G cellular with the mobile radio system standard that was developed to solve these problems of the first cellular systems. As you can see in this diagram, the 1G technology includes analog in nature, only speech and no data services available in this first generation technology, or the international roaming call was not possible in the first generation technology, whereas in 2G technology means second generation technology, it is related with the GSM. GSM means the global system for mobile. It includes with the digital in nature speech plus data services. Here SMS is possible in that system. Globalized international roaming also possible in this technique. In 2001, the first commercial launch of 3G was done in Japan. With 3G, following services are available with the video conferencing, online games, net surfing. So this is difference in various countries as we have discussed. Firstly, this technology introduced in Germany in the 1992. Then here is the development in 2001. You can see in the Japan country. The GSM is a globally accepted standards for digital cellular communication. Global system for mobile means the GSM is the name of the standardization group established in 1982 to create a common European mobile standards that would formulate specifications for a European mobile cellular radio system operating at 9030 megahertz. So you can see the GSM services. GSM offers a wide range of services include telephony, emergency calling. In addition, it is also offers a rich set of supplementary services, better services, teleservices and supplementary services. Teleservices are telecommunication services providing completely capability including terminal equipment functions. Teleservices are characterized by a set of low layer attributes, a set of higher layer attributes and operational and commercial attributes. A supplementary services modifies or supplements here. Next one is GSM offer a wide range of services including telephony, emergency, then calling, Teleservices are characterized in the televis services and with our telecommunication technology. It is characterized by a set of low layer attributes. Supplementary services modifies or supplements a basic telecommunication service. It is offered together with or in association with a basic telecommunication service. Data services, as you can see, includes the SMS, short services, fax, voicemail, electronic mails in the service with data technology. Then the supplementary services includes call forwarding, call hold, IC and OG calls, you can see call waiting, conference, etc. Some advantages of the GSM technology with the communication: mobile wireless communication and its support for voice and data communication. It, it also reduces the RF transmission power. It also includes the longer battery life advantage, then the international and wide area roaming capability in it. Worldwide connectivity, you can say one number, then the network handles every location. High capacity, better frequency efficiency, and the smaller cells, more customers per cell. High transmission quality, the audio quality and the reliability for wireless uninterrupted phone calls at higher speeds from cars and trains. So these are some advantages of the GSM. So in the today's lecture we have discussed about the overview about what is the GSM technology. GSM includes global system for mobile, and we have seen the some advantages of GSM. Also we have discussed about the GSM services, which mainly includes, the main points are teleservices or telephone services, then data services and supplementary ISDN services. So with this point we have discussed in today's lecture.